Hello all, this is Arivasan Kuntanathan. Today I like to do presentation on information retrieval in the topic of sentiment and emotional analysis. Sentiment and emotion analysis, often referred to as sentiment analysis or opinion mining, is a natural language processing technique used to determine the emotional tone or sentiment expressed in a piece of a text or speech. This analysis involves the identification and the classification of emotions, opinions, or attitudes within the text, which can provide valuable insights for various applications. Sentiment analysis aims to understand the sentiment behind the piece of text or speech, whether it is positive, negative, neutral, or a combination of these. Emotional analysis takes a step further by trying to identify the specific emotions such as happiness or sadness, anger or fear, like those. There are few applications which are used currently in worldwide, such as social media monitoring, customer feedback analysis, market research, and as well as chatbot and virtual assistants. It also involved in the usage of healthcare medical fields. These are the applications of sentiment and emotional analysis. Social media monitoring in real-time insights. Sentiment analysis on the social media platforms provides a real-time insights into how people are reacting to events, products, or brands. Actually, company can monitor and manage their online reputations by understanding customers' sentiment and addressing the issues promptly. It helps identify trends, hashtags, and discussing that are gaining tractions on social media, aiding in content and campaign planning. Chatbots and virtual assistants. Sentiment analysis helps the chatbots and the virtual assistants understand the user emotion and the response appropriately. Enhance the user experience in a personalized response and recommendations based on the user's sentiment, improving the user satisfaction, which also detects the negative sentiments in user queries and provide a crisis management or customer support as needed. In healthcare, sentiment analysis can be used to assess and monitor the emotional state of the patients, aiding in the medical health, mental health care, and it's analyzing the patient's feedback can help healthcare providers improve service and the patient experience, detecting the emotion distress or the changes in the patient sentimental to provide yearly warnings for the medical interventions. There are three main techniques used in the sentiment and emotion analysis: lexicon based approaches, machine learning approaches, and hybrid approaches. Lexicon based approaches. Lexicon based sentimental analysis relies on a predefined sentiment lexicons or dictionaries containing words and their associated sentiment scores. Each word in a text is looked up in the lexicon, and its a sentiment score is assigned. The overall sentiment of the text is calculated based on the sum or average of these scores. The advantages in these applications are simplicity and transparency, and which can handle domain-specific terms if the lexicon is adapted. There are some limitations which are these techniques can struggle with a sarcasm, irony, or complex emotion. May not handle context well. There are some example lexicons which are affine, centiwordnet, and Vader.
Hi, this is Shiva. I'm going to explain about machine learning approaches. Machine learning up for sentiment analysis involves training models on labeled datasets to classify text into sentiment categories. Example positive, negative, neutral. How it works. Models learn to recognize sentiment patterns by analyzing the text and adjusting their parameters during training. Sentiment analysis using machine learning is often considered a supervised learning task, as the model requires labeled data to train. The process involves feeding the model text inputs and their corresponding sentiment labels, and allowing the model to adjust its internal parameters to make accurate predictions. Advantages. greater flexibility and ability to capture nuances, can adapt to different domains and languages with sufficient training data. Limitations requires labeled training data, which can be time consuming and costly complexity of model selection and hyperparameter tuning. Common algorithms support vector machines, naive-Bayes, recurrent neural networks, and transformations. Example BERT. Coming to the hybrid approaches. Hybrid approaches combine lexicon-based and machine learning techniques to improve sentiment analysis accuracy. How it works. Lexicon-based analysis may be used as a reprocessing step to provide sentiment scores, which are then incorporated into machine learning model. Alternately, a hybrid model may combine the strength of both approaches. Lexicon-based analysis is good at providing sentiment scores for individual words or phrases, and it can handle domain-specific terms effectively when the lexicon is adapted. It offers simplicity and transparency. Machine learning model can capture nonsense and context in sentiment analysis. They adapt to different domains and languages when provided with sufficient training data. This adaptability enhances the accuracy of sentiment analysis. Advantages: improved accuracy by leveraging the strengths of both methods, enhanced adaptability to different types of text data. Limitations: complexity and potential computational overhead may require expertise in both lexicon based and machine learning methods. Use cases: hybrid models are often using used in commercial sentiment analysis tool and services. Coming to the next slide. Challenges. Language complexity. Sentiment and emotions analysis often struggle with the complexity of language. Natural language can be highly nonsense, and people express their feelings in various ways. Example: language complexity includes metaphors, idioms, cultural references, and slang. Additionally, sentiment can vary based on the context and tone. Multilingual analysis. Analyzing sentiment and emotions in multiple languages presents unique challenges. Different languages have different sentence structures, idiomatic expressions, and cultural influences on sentiment. Examples: the sentiment conveyed by the same phrase in different languages can vary significantly. Handling sarcasm and irony. Identifying sarcasm and irony in text is a significant challenge for sentiment analysis. Sarcasm, for example, involves saying one thing but meaning the opposite, which can lead to misclassification. Example: oh, great, another rainy day, where the sentiment is negative despite the word great. Come to the next slide. Scalability. Analyzing large data sets. One of the scalability challenges in sentiment and emotions analysis is the ability to process and analyze large volumes of text data efficiently. As the volume of data increases, traditional sentiment analysis methods may challenges. Large datasets can be time-consuming and resource-intensive to process using lexicon-based or traditional machine learning approaches. Multilingual analysis. Analyze, Analyzing sentiment and emotions in multiple languages presents unique challenges. Different languages have different sentence structures, idiomatic expressions, and cultural influences on sentiment. Real-time monitoring. Real-time monitoring is a critical requirement in many applications, such as tracking social media trends, monitoring customer sentiment during live events, or responding to emerging crises. Real-time sentiment analysis ensures that organizations can react promptly to changing sentiment challenges. Real-time sentiment analysis requires near instant processing of incoming data, which can be challenging due to the need for quick decision making and analysis. Thank you.
This is Rishikiran. Tools which are used: NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit. NLTK is a popular Python library for NLP that provides various tools and resources, including sentiment analysis capabilities. It offers pre-trained models and lexicons for sentiment analysis. NLTK offers sentiment analysis capabilities through lexicon-based approaches. It includes pre-built sentiment lexicons such as the WordNet Sentiment Lexicon, which contains words with associated sentiment scores. Users can use these lexicons to determine the sentiment of text by analyzing the words it contains. Users can extend NLTK's functionality by adding or modifying lexicons to adapt sentiment analysis to specific domains or languages. This flexibility allows for domain-specific sentiment analysis. NLTK has an active community of users and developers and provides extensive documentation and tutorials to assist users in understanding and applying its feature effectively. In lexicon-based sentiment analysis, NLTK assigns sentiment scores to words in a given text based on the lexicon's word to sentiment mappings. It can then calculate an overall sentiment. Not no problem, ra. Game, ra. Yeah. Huh? I don't know where I stopped. Okay, I'll just continue. How slide change? Stop. Text blob. Text blob is another Python library for processing textual data. It provides a simple API for diving into common NLP tasks, including sentiment analysis. TextBlob uses a lexicon-based approach and offers a user-friendly interface. TextBlob offers a built-in sentiment analysis feature that leverages a lexicon-based approach. It uses a sentiment lexicon with pre-assigned polarity scores for words to determine the sentiment of text. TextBlob is known for its straightforward and easy-to-use API, making it accessible to users with varying levels of NLP expertise. This simplicity allows beginners to quickly get started with sentiment analysis and other NLP tasks. TextBlob supports multiple languages and provides built-in translation for text. This can be useful for sentiment analysis in multilingual context. Users can enhance TextBlob's sentiment analysis by adding custom lexicons or adapting existing lexicons to match the requirements of specific domains or languages. Beyond sentiment analysis, TextBlob can be used for various NLP tasks such as tokenization, parts of speech, tagging, noun phrase extraction, translation, and more. This makes it a versatile tool for text analysis. TextBlob is a user-friendly library that simplifies sentiment analysis and other NLP tasks, making it an excellent choice for those looking for an accessible and quick way to perform sentiment analysis in Python. Google Cloud Natural Language API. Google Cloud Natural Language API is a cloud-based service that offers a range of natural language processing capabilities, including sentiment analysis. It is provided as an API that allows developers to integrate these NLP features into their applications and services. The API includes a sentiment analysis feature that can determine the sentiment or emotional tone expressed in text. It assigns sentiment scores to text, indicating whether the content is positive, negative, or neutral. The sentiment scores can range from most negative to most positive. Google Cloud Natural Language API is designed to handle text in multiple languages, which makes it suitable for analyzing sentiment in a global context. It can automatically detect the language of the input text and perform sentiment analysis accordingly. As a cloud-based service, it leverages Google's infrastructure to provide reliability, scalability, and global accessibility. Users can access the API over the internet, making it a convenient option for a wide range of industries and use cases. The usage of Google Cloud Natural Language API is subject to pricing based on the volume of the text processed. Google offers a pricing model that aligns with the amount of data analyzed, allowing users to pay for what they use. Conclusion. We have explored the diverse applications of sentiment and emotion analysis, ranging from social media monitoring to healthcare, and its critical role in decision-making process across various industries. In conclusion, sentiment and emotion analysis offers valuable insights into the feelings and opinions of individuals and communities. Responsible use empowers us to make more informed decisions and ensures that these insights are gained in a fair, ethical, and transparent manner. Thank you.